Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner reporting from the 106th PGA Championship at Valhalla Golf Club in Louisville, Kentucky on a bizarre and tragic day. Early this morning, just before 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, world number one Scottie Scheffler was arrested by Louisville Metro Police while trying to drive into the entrance of Valhalla Golf Club ahead of his second round. Play at the tournament had been delayed after a pedestrian was hit and killed by a shuttle bus outside the golf course, causing traffic delays. The PGA of America later confirmed the pedestrian was a worker for one of the tournament's vendors. Scheffler was initially charged with second-degree assault of a police officer, third-degree criminal mischief, reckless driving, and disregarding traffic signals from an officer directing traffic. He was released from local jail at 8:40 a.m. local time and arrived back at Valhalla just under an hour before his scheduled 10:08 tee time. Shortly before teeing off, Scheffler released this following statement on Instagram. This morning, I was proceeding as directed by police officers. It was a very chaotic situation, understandably so, considering the tragic accident that had occurred earlier. And there was a big misunderstanding of what I thought I was being asked to do. I never intended to disregard any of the instructions. I'm hopeful to put this to the side and focus on golf today. Of course, all of us involved in the tournament express our deepest sympathies to the family of the man who passed away in the earlier accident this morning. It truly puts everything in perspective. Rex Hoggard is on the grounds for us. And Rex, what more can you tell us?
Rich, I spoke with the police official this morning. As you pointed out, he was released at 8:40. It's important to point out that he was arraigned at the police station downtown Louisville. That's about 45 minutes away from the golf course in traffic. So that's what took so long for him to get to the golf course. The official also told me he will have a court date. The arraignment should happen within the next day or two, but Scottie Scheffler does not have to be there for that arraignment. And it's important to point out, of those four charges, the second degree assault of a police officer is the only felony in the group. Now, I'm out front of Valhalla Golf Club right now on the street where the incident occurred. And it's important to point out it's the only entrance into Valhalla. It's been busy all week long, but the way they have it set up is there's a dedicated lane for buses, for officials coming into the tournament, certainly for players and caddies coming into the tournament. That's the lane that they've been using all week long. That lane was closed this morning because of that accident that you talked about, and that's where the confusion started.
Rex, what was the scene like once Scottie arrived at the club and got set to tee off for a second round?
Surreal and chaotic, I think it's fair to say. Clearly, his warm-up wasn't nearly as long as it normally would be in those circumstances. As a matter of fact, he was showing up early this morning to get in an early workout. It's raining this morning, so it wasn't a packed house, but there were plenty of people around the tee when he went off, and polite applause is how I'd say he was greeted.
Rex Hoggard reporting from Valhalla Golf Club. You can visit NBCSports.com for complete coverage throughout the day. Live from the PGA Championship will air on Golf Channel following the completion of play this evening.